dear children, welcome back. Hope you all are enjoying your good health and doing your studies sincerely. So children, let us continue the remaining topics of the chapter 3 in economics, that is poverty as challenge. So let us see what topic we are going to cover. So children, first topic we are going to see poverty line. What is the meaning of poverty line? We will see this thing, and then we will see poverty line estimation in India. Estimation means measurement or finding. Estimation in India. And last topic in this video we will cover organization, involved in estimation of poverty. So these three important topics we are going to discuss in this video. So first of all, we will understand the meaning of poverty line. What is poverty line? How we are saying still people are poor in our country. Then we will see the poverty line, how do we measure, what are those organizations, what are those things, how do we predict about the poverty. So these three topics we are going to discuss. So let us start with poverty line. This poverty line is an imaginary line which measures and tells about the poverty of any country, of place or region. Let us understand how. And this poverty line varies from place to place. Suppose this is the estimation of place 1, then we have the graph of place 2 and then place 3. So here we are writing different places. And here are number of people who were in places. These places. So here from this rough estimation we came to know that place 3 is most poor than place 2 and 1. So it is a rough estimation or the imaginary line which tells about the stage of poverty of any place. Also we can say country 1, country 2, country 3, or you may say state 1, state 2, state 3. So in this way we used to measure the stage of poverty of any country, place or any area, and it may vary from time to time. And to handle all these measurements we have certain organization. Before that, let us see how do we measure poverty condition in India.
Children, the poverty line is a commonly used way to identify the poor. It is the measure based on level of income and consumption by people. The concept of poverty line is based on the fact that people must have minimum level of income and consumption that satisfy the basic needs like food, clothing, clean water, education and healthcare. When the income or the consumption of a person falls below minimum level, then the person is considered to be the poor.
So children, after knowing the definition of poverty line, now we should know how to measure and estimate the poverty line. As I told you, this poverty line may vary from place to place. It may vary from country to country. Also, it may vary from time to time. Now, I would like to share here how this poverty line may vary from place to place. Let us take the example of one place like America or a country like America, whereas another country we can say as our own country India. So here, if a person in America had car, may be considered as poor. Here may be considered as poor. But a person in India owning a car may be considered rich. Here may be poor. This person may be poor in America, but this person may be rich in India. That's why we are saying that poverty line can vary from place to place, time to time, as well as country to country. Now, if we want to take the example of time to time, let us understand with the help of a graph.
Children, poverty exists in all countries in the world. However, minimum level of requirement determine the poverty line, which is different in different countries. Suppose in a rich developed nation, a person may be considered poor not owning a car or a house, whereas in developing nation, not being able to buy 2 meals a day may be the criteria for poverty. In India, the determination of poverty line takes into the consideration the minimum requirement food, clothing, footwear, fuel, water, education, power, healthcare and subsistence of individual.
So children, let us see how time to time this poverty line gets vary or changes. So here is an example. These are the range of percentage through which we are going to understand, and these are the years 2010, 2015, 2020. Let us see how much percentage of poverty get varied in 2010. 2010, the poverty line means reduced. It reduced up to 30%. 30% reduced. And then in 2015, it reduced only 20%. Reduced only 20%. Whereas in 2020, suppose these all are rough estimation just to make you understand. So suppose in 2020, it is approximately about 25%. It means only 25% of poverty line is being reduced or controlled. So in this way we can say that poverty line never remains same. Here sometime it is going up, then down, then up, may continuously go up and may continuously go down. It is all upon the programs or the plannings, how the organization or the government is taking place for the present population. So this is how we understand the poverty line estimation through graph. Now let us know what is the formula, how do we calculate poverty line.
Children, as we know, poverty line is different in different countries. However, to draw a composition between nations, the World Bank uses the standard poverty line income of $1 per person per day in all the developing countries. Now, here is a graph which shows the changes in the percentage of population living under the poverty line in India between the time period of 1973 to 2000. The percentages have came down, yet the percentage of poor in rural areas continued to be higher than in the urban areas. Here is another graph that shows the number of poor people living under the poverty line in India between same time period passes through with the different ratio. The poverty ratio came down from 54.6% to 36%. The total number of poor people in India remained unchanged. This is due to the poor economic growth, in addition to the rise in the population in India during that time period.
So children, let us see how do we calculate poverty line in India. So the formula for poverty line in India is equal to minimum consumption of calories per day upon minimum level of earning per month. So this is how we calculate the complete poverty line in India. Now let us understand by taking the example of rural and urban area, how do we calculate poverty line, and as I told you, poverty line in rural as well as in urban area all gets vary. So how it does vary, let us understand. So suppose in rural area and urban area, if we are making the graph or the chart, so let us see what is the minimum consumption of calorie per day. In rural area, if we talk about, the consumption of calorie per day is 2400 calories. Whereas in urban area, the consumption of calorie is 2100 calories. Now question comes, why the calories are less in urban area whereas more in rural area. So here, as we all know, rural area people, they do lot of physical work. In villages and all we have seen, they do lot of physical works. That's why they need more consumption of calories. Whereas in urban area, means city areas, people do less physical work, so they require less calories. So that's why their data is, or the amount is about 21 calories. Now let us see what is the minimum level of earning. So minimum level of earning in, again, rural area is rupees 816, whereas in urban area is rupees 1000. So this is the difference. Now this data is of year 2011 and 12. This is a rough data. I have taken the example from book. So in this way, after watching the minimum consumption of person per day, how they consume the calorie and how much they are earning, on the basis of that, when we calculate their estimation, we came to know that they are below poverty level or above poverty level. In this way, we estimate the complete section of poverty line.
As we know, food consists of many varieties of items. So, how this would be decided, that what is the minimum requirement of the food? This is done by taking the minimum calorie requirement into the consideration. In India, minimum daily requirement is fixed at 2400 calories per person in rural areas and 2100 per person in urban areas. The difference in the daily calorie requirement in the rural and urban area is because of the people work in rural area more than the people in the urban area. Therefore, they need more calories. The cost of each item is minimum requirement of the food, clothing, footwear, fuel, power, education and healthcare is added up to find the minimum income required for a person to survive. In year 2000, the monthly poverty line income is fixed 328 rupees per person in rural area and 454 rupees per person in urban areas. Though the calories requirement per person in rural area is more than the poverty line income, this is because things are usually less expensive in villages than the big towns and cities. Also note that poverty line is fixed on the purpose or basis. Thus, to find poverty line of a family, this monthly income is multiplied by the numbers of the members in the family. The poverty line is revised periodically to accommodate rising price and changing requirements of the people. This work is done through the nationwide survey, which is done by National Sample Survey Organization.
So children, let us understand which organization is linked with the measurement of poverty line in India. So that organization is NSSO. Its full form is National Sample Survey Organization. And this established in year 1950 under Ministry of Statistics Program. Statistic Program. And this NSS organization, it starts its survey every after 5 years. So this poverty line estimation used to take place every after 5 years.
Some groups and communities are more vulnerable to the poverty than others, like people belonging to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, casual laborers in the urban areas, and landless farm laborers in the rural areas. The graph here shows that 51 people belonging to the every 100 people are scheduled tribe live below the poverty line. Similarly, 50 out of 100 casual laborers in urban area are poor. This figure is 47 and 43 for the farm laborers and people belonging to the scheduled caste respectively. All these figures are much higher than the national average. 26 out of every 100 people live below poverty line. The scheduled tribe considered to be the most vulnerable group, as study show no decline in the poverty of these people. The other three groups, however, had shown some decline in the past decades. Even within a family, some people are more vulnerable and suffer more than others due to poverty. These includes the elderly women and children, especially girl children. These people receive least amount of care and share the limited resources of the family. One of the biggest social evil associated with the poverty is negligence of girl child. Girls are not given equal education and same opportunity as boys are being given.
So children, that's all in this video. Remaining topics we are going to cover in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy.
Children, let's do some questionnaire. In rural areas, average calories required per person per day is 2100 calories, 2400 calories, 3000 calories or 3500 calories. Second question is, according to the World Bank report 2001, which country has the largest poor population? India, Nigeria, Ghana or Bangladesh? Now third question is, full form of NSSO is National Sample Survey Organization, National Social Survey Organization, National Survey Sample Organization or none of these. Answer all these questions in comment. Thank you for watching.